Marketing Board, Landmark of Taylorville, and First National Bank in Taylorville.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome in to the WTIM, your information station. My name is Tim Zalabak. Time now for the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better at Landmark. I have the Taylorville High School Athletic Director in my studio today, Jason Hadley. How are you today, Mr. Hadley?
I'm great. Thanks for having me in today.
Without a doubt. Let's get right into it. Taylorville sports are in full swing right now. Football just took a big win in Apollo Conference last Friday. Tell me how that felt.
It was huge. I was sitting up there with you guys in the press box, very, very nervous the whole game. It was a big win, and those kids deserved it. So it was nice to get the win at home.
Super good matchup there, just on both ends. Mattoon put up a good fight, but Taylorville High School really making their case for a playoff run here. That's really exciting. What does that race look like right now for playoffs? What does the football team need to do?
Yeah, honestly, you can't really look too far ahead.
Sure.
So, take care of business. Hopefully we can end the season 6-3, and then we don't have to worry about playoff points coming in. But like I said, day at a time, and we're worried about Charleston this weekend, and we'll let the chips fall where they may.
Without a doubt, one game at a time. Love the attitude there. And yes, rooting for the Taylorville football team all the way here, making a great case for the Apollo Conference this year. And they've been playing very well. Let's talk about some other sports just happening right now. The volleyball team over at Taylorville High School, very successful this year. I believe they're 20-6. Talk to me about this team a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they started out 1-2, and people were probably wondering what was going on, but they lost 2 games to 2 very good opponents, Pleasant Plains and Rochester, 2 teams that seem to be in the sectional tournament every year. So they're sitting at 20-6 and 6-2 in conference. Always seem to have issues with Muhammad in conference. It's hard to beat them, and we had 2 good sets against them last week at their place, but ended up losing. But still, 20-6. Got 4 more regular season games to go, and then 1 more tournament, and they'll be ready to go for postseason.
Yeah, they've been pretty dominant this year, just all over the floor. It's been really exciting to see the record just rise to where it has before. Now, where will these postseason matches take place? They make it to state. Where is that going to be at?
So regionals will be going to Springfield High for regional. They will play 2 weeks from today. Actually, they'll play the winner of Jacksonville-Lamphere. And then if they win that, and if Rochester wins their first round match, then it'll be Taylorville-Rochester rematch for the regional championship.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, and then sectionals go through Springfield Southeast, I believe, and then super sectionals here in Taylorville, which would be awesome. Got to experience that 2 years ago when we got to play at home for a super sectional, and then state tournament back at Illinois State, just like last year. So we'll see what kind of a run they can put together. Last year's run it's going to be hard to match, but we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the super sectional coming to Taylorville is pretty cool. You said that happened last year as well?
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago we played normal community in the super sectional and ended up getting beat, but it was crazy atmosphere. Lots of people there. I think we had about 1,400 people in the stands that night. So wow. It was a really neat experience for those girls. And then last year we had a big crowd at Chatham, and we're able to win that one last year and make it to state. So hopefully we can be playing at home again this year for a super sectional.
Sure. Yeah, we're hoping for that. We're wishing the volleyball team best of luck. They're not the only team in action right now. Cross country boys and girls will be out today running a meet. I'm not quite sure where it's going to be, but they are out. How's that team been doing?
Very, very well, actually. And that meet is at the fairgrounds today. Girls race will start at 4:30. Boys race at 5:15. That's the Apollo Conference meet. It rotates, and this is our year to get to host. So we're excited about that. Boys side has been killing it. Owen Morgan, Liam Bettis kind of leading the way for that group, senior freshman combo. And Owen Morgan's had a tremendous year. Seems like he's winning every meet he goes to. He broke the school record earlier this year that was set by Chris Cherry. Chris Cherry, who's a phenomenal runner. He went to UIS, and now he's running at the University of Tennessee. So Owens, it just shows you what kind of a level Owens on right now. And they will start their postseason next Saturday, and they will be going to Normal. And boys have a really good shot at making it as a team if they keep doing the way they're doing. That good chance to make it to state. Girls have a really good chance at making it to sectionals and maybe getting some individuals to state as well. Ella Goodman kind of leading the way for the girls as a senior, and there's a good senior core of girl runners there that have really led the way this year. And I'm excited. Our cross country team, they usually are very successful in the postseason, and They haven't had that breakthrough where they've got a team to state yet, and this is definitely the year. And not to add pressure on them, but it's if they do what the way they've been if they run the way they've been running this season, then they've got a really good chance of getting there.
Sure. It's good to hear that a sport that maybe doesn't get as much attention is being so successful right now. They just need that last part to connect there for them. It's nice to have these hosted in Taylorville sometimes.
Yeah.
Christian County Fairgrounds, that's where it'll be held. Any involvement on your end there to get these events going in Taylorville?
Not really. Just some back end stuff, getting people scheduled, getting a timing company scheduled to come out and do it, getting the official scheduled. Our head coach Steve Walters does a phenomenal job getting the course ready. Then we were fortunate to have the junior high cross country sectional this past Saturday out there, so the course is in great shape, and it'll be a fun 2 races today.
Sure.
For sure.
Sure. Awesome. All right. Out of the Christian County Fairgrounds, boys and girls varsity cross country will get going. It's an Apollo conference meet. It's a big one. They've been very successful this year. Been great to talk about that. Bowling season. We got winter sports starting up soon here. Let's start with bowling here. How's that team looking?
Yeah. Last year we were very, very close. Our girls team was very close to making it to state. They had finished 4th, and only the top 3 teams make it to state. And they were a very young team last year. So we've got a lot of juniors and sophomores coming back. So, and the boys team always seems to find a way to be competitive too. Very, very well coached team for the boys and girls. Coach Kniff on the girls side, Coach Nagel on the boys side. They find a way to get these teams prepared for postseason, and it seems like that's when they start to really be on their A game. Sure. So they kick off. Boys will start November 3rd, first match, and then the girls start a little bit later, November 25th. So be a fun season for them as well.
Without a doubt, the bowling teams there just once again need that last piece to connect there. Hopefully they make it to state this year. Now moving on to another winter sport that I just can't be hearing enough of around here, the girls basketball team. I've just heard about their success, their dominance. Why do I keep hearing this? Tell me the reason that this girls basketball team is so great.
The seniors and juniors that are on this team have been playing varsity since they were freshmen. And, we had 5 starters last year that were all underclassmen, and they all come back. And then we've also got three other seniors that'll be coming back as well. So it's just exciting because, we really thought we had a chance to make a deep run last year. Had an injury, Addison Tarr tore ACL, and she's a big piece to our team, and losing her really hurt. Still had a chance to win a regional, just fell a little short to East St. Louis. And then, so it's just been one of those teams that they've been building, and they've put in a lot of work, and they're a lot of fun to watch. They play hard, and they're all, they're great kids too. They're easy to root for. Sure. You come out and watch them play, and then you talk to them off the court, and you just see how nice they are and how good of students they are and everything. They're just kind of the full package. So it's an easy team to root for sure.
Well, absolutely. And you said 5 starting underclassmen there last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sentence you don't hear very often. It just means a pretty strong program will be coming in the future there.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Eldred's got a chance to go. He'll be going 9-10 deep this year. And it's, playing time is going to be tough because there's so many good players on the team. But when you bring back your entire starting 5 on a team that won 20 plus games, just setting yourself up for some good success this year too.
Yeah, without a doubt. An interestingly good problem to have there. If you got 10 players that you can start at any given time, you got to go with what you know there. So a lot of good things coming this way for the girls basketball team this winter. What about the boys basketball team? How are they looking?
Boys basketball team, we're going to be young. We've got 2 seniors this year that will definitely have to lead a group of young players. Drake Howard, he was one of our main scorers last year for the underclass portion, and he's coming off of an injury, so he just had shoulder surgery. So hopefully we can get him back in a couple months into the season so he can play at least half the season. But yeah, like I said, just a young team, and got to find 3 guys to replace those seniors last year. Those seniors, Will could definitely light it up from outside. So replacing those shooters is going to be a task, but they got some guys that can step up, and hopefully they, get the growing pains out of the way early, since they're all going to be somewhat new to varsity. But again, excited for that team as well.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about how important it is to have those key seniors on your team. We're going to have about 2 seniors there, but having that foundation of people that have been there before, how important is that?
Yeah, it's huge. They're both, one, Tristan Anderson, he's a soccer player, so he's been through the competitive nature of the fall sports season. And then Jake McConnell, he's kind of the quarterback on our defense for football. Very smart football player, and both of them are just very hard-nosed kids. So they're quiet kids, but they might not lead with their voices, but they're definitely going to lead with their play, and they're going to play hard and give you 110% every night. So that's what you want from a senior basketball player or senior sport for any matter. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for them. Really am.
Yeah, it's without a doubt, it's going to be an exciting few months here of Taylorville sports. I'm excited to just watch every single one of them. Sitting down with Jason Hadley right now, the Taylorville High School Athletic Director. We're going to be back in just a little bit with some facility talk here around the Taylorville High School and much more. Sitting down with Jason Hadley right now. My name is Tim Zalabak. You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
WTIM on its many platforms, AM, FM, and online brings you Taylorville Tornado football, boys and girls basketball, and playoff games of all teams. Tornado Sports on WTIM and stream live on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Brought to you by Advanced Title Group, Nikes Floor Coverings, McClure Hellberg Insurance, all in Taylorville, and your farmer-owned dairy, Prairie Farms.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are gonna do it today.
This is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. Are you looking for a great CD rate? If you are, TCCU has a new CD special that is just what you are looking for. We are currently offering a 7-month share certificate with an annual percentage yield of 5.05% and a minimum deposit of $1,000. This great rate is for a limited time. For more information, please contact us at any of our convenient locations or online at tccu.org. Dividends will be compounded monthly. A penalty for early withdrawal may be imposed. Fees could reduce earnings on the account. Member NCUA.
Hello, Panther fans. This is the voice of the Eastern Illinois University Panthers, Mike Brad, inviting all of our fans in Taylorville, Shelbyville, Effingham, and Eastern Illinois to listen for Panther football on your information station, WTIM, on its many platforms on AM, FM, and online. Hear the Panthers as they compete in the Ohio Valley Conference. Follow the Panthers this season on your information station, WTIM, on AM, FM, and online.
This is Randall J. Miller, president of the Miller Media Group. We're proud to bring you another Business of the Month spotlight to recognize an area business for their contributions to their town's employment and community service.
The Miller Media Group has named Taylorville Home Source Design Center on East Park as its Business of the Month. Owner Rick White, a Taylorville native, came back to town after living in Florida for many years. He and wife Kathy opened Taylorville Home Source on West Spresser almost 19 years ago. They moved to a larger location just under 3 years ago, offering Taylorville and South Central Illinois a greatly expanded selection of in-stock product. They also do in-house design for every customer.
We at the Miller Media Group take this time to recognize this local business as our Business of the Month. And we hope you'll use this business and other local businesses that keep our economy going every day. Spending dollars local makes sense.
Hi, this is Andrea Bach from the Christian County YMCA, where it's all about youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. Find out about our great programs and activities at your local YMCA by clicking our icon on the obituary page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Fall means attending your favorite festivals and bonfires. Taylorville Care Center can help get you back to doing what you want, like attending a local fall festival. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. My name is Tim Zalabak. I'm sitting down with Jason Hadley today. He's the Taylorville High School Athletic Director. It's been a great conversation so far. Thank you so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better at Landmark. We've been talking about some fall and winter sports for that first half. We forgot a couple of fall and winter sports, of course, so we are going to get right into those. We remembered what's the word I'm looking for? We looked at the tennis team on Friday Night Football. We honored them on the Friday Night Football game. Tell me a little bit about this tennis team.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, actually. You know, this is the second year that we've had girls tennis, and one of the seniors, Mia Morlock, she was kind of the one that came to me and said she wanted to start a tennis team after her sophomore year. I said, great, let's do it. Unfortunately, you know, we just don't have the facilities to host a home match, so everything they do is on the road. But they had 12 girls come out this year. And they finished the year with 10 last year, so it's a growing program, and these seniors have really helped revive it here in Taylorville. And then we were able to do the boys last spring, but they start their sectional match this Friday at Effingham, and they'll play Friday and Saturday. they've had some success this year, won some matches. So it's growing for sure.
It's really cool to hear that a student came to you saying, we don't have a tennis team. We need a tennis team. This is a smaller high school. We're in a smaller community. You found that there is a need, 12 players. There was a need there. Tell me about this.
Yeah. I mean, we had a tennis team all the way up till about 2000. I think it was 2012. And then they got rid of the tennis courts, and the tennis team there just weren't the numbers there to support it. And then it ended up getting cut. And then, like I said, she came to me last year and said she knew she had at least 5 to 10 girls that wanted to play, and the board was okay with it. So we started it, and like I said, now we're at 12. So it's been awesome. They've had roughly 10 matches this year, and they got one more tomorrow, or one more tonight, and then they go to the sectionals this weekend. So it's been like I said, it's been growing for sure.
Really, really cool tennis program right there. Glad to have them back. And, maybe they're on the road a little bit more, but that is all right. They're probably just happy to be playing sectionals tonight. So good luck to them. Taylorville soccer is getting going tonight as well. Are they out tonight?
No, we played last night. They'll have their last home game, or last regular season game. I'm sorry. It's on the road on Thursday at Mahomet. And then they will play their regional game next Wednesday at Chatham Glenwood.
Cool. All right. It's going to be a tough matchup there, I'm sure, for the boys soccer team. Any idea what that's going to look like?
Yeah, they're actually playing Springfield High, and Springfield High is just they're good at soccer every year. And I think they got the 3 seed this year in the subsectional. So it'll be a tough matchup for sure, but they're going to compete.
Yes, sir. And like every other Taylorville high school sport, they are all out there to compete, and just the effort that I see out there on the field every single week, it brings joy to my heart. There, I love to see some young athletes out there just leaving it all out on the field. It's absolutely amazing. Speaking of guys that leave it all out there, wrestling. I mean, that's going to be starting up this winter. Tell me about this wrestling team.
Yeah, we've lose a guy like Will Blue to graduation last year. He was a 3-time state qualifier. But we've got some young guys coming back, building the program as well. Coach Smothers, Coach Batir, they're trying their hardest to build this program back up to what it once was. And, they're doing a good job getting the numbers out there, and they start at the end of November. They'll have their first match, and they will definitely leave it all on the mat for sure. You will definitely see them competing, and I'm excited to see what the wrestling team can do this year.
Without a doubt, it's going to be very exciting to see those wrestling guys out there. I don't know how they do it. It's a very tough sport of wrestling. We often forget about it over here, so it's good to mention them. And wrestling, you talk about mats. There's a lot of equipment for wrestling in itself. It takes a lot of space. You guys have mats at Taylorville High School?
We do, yeah. Wow. We're fortunate. We have, they practice over at North School. They have a room designated for them over there that they have mats laid down. It's a good space for them. It's unfortunate it's not at the high school, but we are at the same time, we're happy that they do have a space that they get to call their own. And then we're able to roll in the competition mats for at the West Gym for RIA matches. So there's a lot of groundwork that has to be done for those guys for sure, and I'm thankful every day that they're willing to help me get those mats in and out of the gym. But it is a lot of work, but it's worth it. Yeah.
There is a Taylorville school board meeting tonight. There's some construction plans that will be talked about, discussed. Now, your gym, some gyms, there's looking to be renovation on gyms. Give me a no budget. You don't have any budget right now. The world is yours. What would you like to have? A couple of things that would like to be involved in the gym.
Oh man, I would love to have a new weight room. I would love to have a wrestling room.
Yeah.
Multiple basketball, volleyball courts. And then on the flip side, I would love for our music department to get their auditorium. I mean, if I had no budget, if it was up to me, and if I won the Powerball tomorrow night, it would all be being built. Yeah. But right now with multiple PE classes sharing one gym, and boys and girls, it's really tough right now. We definitely need more gym space in our school. So we're hopeful.
Tough situation there to make everyone happy, but decisions are being made, and new facilities are on the way in the future here. And it's going to be good to have those on the grounds of Taylorville High School. Mr. Hadley, thank you so much for coming into the studio today with me.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That's Jason Hadley, the Taylorville High School Athletic Director. Been a great conversation today. Thank you so much for listening to the WTIM Morning Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
I'm Rich Thomas. As Israeli warplanes hammer Gaza City, the Israeli military has called up 300,000 reservists ahead of an expected ground assault into Gaza.